everybody, it's Erin. I'm really excited to share my case study for Evento Adesso with you, a remote event hosting platform. So let's get right into it. Our challenge here was that with that movement to working from home and social distancing, event hosts really needed a way to plan and execute events remotely. This project lasted about 4 weeks, and I worked as a pair with a fellow UX designer, Kaylin. So our goal here was that we were really trying to, in our research, learn about the current environment, the current users, and their competitors. So as a team, we asked ourselves who would benefit from a remote event hosting platform, what tools are out there, what habits have users already formed, what's something new we could bring to the table, and what tools do users want to see in the future. So from here, we took a look at our competitors, and we used this to inform our next steps. This showed us where there were opportunities and gaps in the market, and it really told us what platform we should be designing for, a desktop or a computer. And it showed us that we should focus on the planning side because none of these existing outlets focused on planning, rather executing and getting that video upload out there. So as we moved into what users thought, we found that they had many habits that were existing, but this led us to believe and understand that hosts need ways to interact and engage with their users. They found it was a two-way street. It was important for attendees and hosts to engage with one another. Otherwise, people tune out and don't have a great time at their events. So we wanted to be able to foster engagement and interaction between those hosts and attendees. So let's get into the problem that we had. So our team found that through our first round of exploratory research and interviews that increasing engagement and replicating face-to-face interaction were essential to that problem space. But after ideation and further research, we revisited this problem statement and pivoted. Our team felt that this new direction should focus on not only ways to increase engagement, but also measure it. We found that this would really be a better metric to measure our team's success and progress during this design process. So our next step was to have a couple ideation workshops where we found 3 divergent concepts that we were going to move forward with for guerrilla testing. These were templated events, live stream syncing, and body motion detection. So here for templated events, we wanted to create an easy and efficient process for users to upload their events and manage engagement. This created an opportunity that was both accommodating and supportive to the host and the attendee. And it was highly commented on and liked during guerrilla testing, that statistical monitoring tool. Livestream syncing is an event hosting platform for socially connected users. This sharing feature created an accommodating and reliable experience for users that was well received again during guerrilla testing. So this led our team to continue the development of this idea during convergence. And finally, we have probably our most far-fetched design. It was body motion detection. It's a highly advanced technology, but it would be really great for interactive classes such as dance. So although we did not move forward with this, users really did like the idea of being able to engage in active classes with something like this. So as we moved into convergence, after doing that guerrilla testing, we learned that none of these concepts could stand alone, and that rather than relying on this quote-unquote hero idea, we'd focus on these ideas as features that would be in the backdrop to make the platform more accessible to our users. So we found that these qualities focused on creating interactions and resulted in that increased engagement. So as we moved into our final design, our testing revealed that users did like certain aspects, and they found these characteristics that they liked to be seamless and unlike anything they'd seen before. So in our final design, our team addressed those issues that we revealed through our research, as our users really candidly gave us feedback and responses that helped us highlight the most effective pieces of the concepts that helped increase engagement. Users wanted to have that seamless sign-in, the ability to check out their engagement statistics, a way to post and share their uploads to multiple platforms, and a way to create engagement through direct interaction with attendees. As you can see below, we focused on that easy sign-in process Users are able to view their channel and check the individual statistics for each video or each event upload. They're able to view their dashboard where they're able to directly interact with their users through post-event submissions, and probably one of the most important parts, creating an event. We made it easy and seamless and allowed users to integrate interactions in their video uploads. So we conducted 6 usability tests here, and users finished these tasks relatively quickly and reported little to no difficulty completing each task. It really unveiled that there was an overwhelming number of positive feedback about the aesthetic and intuitiveness of the overall platform, but there was one main point of friction, and that was that static side navigation. Users suggested that hamburger menu should roll out to give them more screen space so that they were able to view everything. They felt it took up too much space. So let's move into what's next. So all this being said, I took this information to pivot and create some final adjustments to the platform. And this included creating a fold-out navigation that was activated on click, as opposed to that current static side navigation that wasn't responded to so well. So as we move forward, I'd suggest making more adjustments based on user research and feedback, and to continue conducting usability tests, because this could reveal new ways to increase engagement between that attendee and the host. And finally, our final takeaways. So I learned that platform development is an ongoing and iterative process. Throughout this journey, I learned how to balance creating a product as a pair while remembering to focus on that problem at hand. I learned it was important to follow those lean and agile UX models because they really help you rein your focus back in. And these processes and models remind you that it's okay to pivot your design process as long as it supports that problem space and statement. And I really learned that these models could be considered those guiding principles, but the user's needs and feedback should be those rules that you follow throughout your process. And this really taught me that user input is so much more valuable than your competitive research and your personal assumptions. Your personal assumptions and competitive research set the stage, but that user input should drive your design process. And as a designer, you need to be able to adapt and overcome after receiving this feedback. Iterations and pivoting are so key throughout the process, and the more flexible and amendable you are as a designer, the more success you'll have creating a platform that's well received by your users. Thank you again for listening. I was really excited to share my case study with you.